Ahead on Action 2 News at 6, Wisconsin's statewide mask mandate starts tomorrow, but now without pushback and confusion. The latest including Republican lawmakers' response.
And the Brewers' home opener postponed after multiple players test positive for the coronavirus. What the team plans to do and what the club is saying about it.
What's the latest on the fatal hit and run that killed a bicyclist in Green Bay? The man suspected of the crime appearing in court. What investigators say caused that deadly crash.
From WBAY TV, your first alert station, Action 2 News at 6 starts now.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. Governor Tony Evers' public health emergency statewide mask mandate goes into effect tomorrow.
And there continues to be some confusion and pushback from the governor's decision. That's as many county sheriff's departments say they will not be enforcing the mask mandate. Both Sheboygan County and the Outagamie County Sheriff's offices are asking the public not to call 911 or dispatch for any issues relating to the state's mask mandate. They are asking people to voluntarily comply with the order and using it as an educational tool.
Meanwhile, the Brown County Sheriff's Office says it will also not be responding to complaints violating the governor's order, but they will respond to reports or complaints from businesses or property owners.
Yesterday, Dodge County and Shawano County Sheriff's Departments both said they will not enforce the mandate either, both citing lack of staff available to respond to incidents. Many are asking the public not to intervene either if someone is not wearing a mask.
As we first alerted you yesterday, masks will be required when indoors or in an enclosed space that's not a private residence. They are not required while eating or drinking. And the mandate clarifies that face coverings do not include face shields or masks with vents. If the mandate is enforced, violators could be fined as much as $200. There are some exceptions, including when communicating with someone who is deaf or hard of hearing. We have more information at WBAY.com.
Wisconsin Senate Republicans say they stand ready to strike it down if the governor's mask mandate. That state law gives the GOP-controlled legislature authority to revoke a governor's emergency order. The assembly would also have to vote to strike down the order. Assembly Leader Robin Vos said yesterday he expects the order will face a legal challenge. Now in Action 2 News Health Alert, we continue to follow the state's reported cases for the coronavirus. State
Health Department is saying 15 more people have died, the most in a single day in nearly 2 months. That as the percentage of positive results dips below 6%. Well, Brown and Winnebago counties reported another death today. There were 800 more cases statewide since yesterday, an additional 47 hospitalizations, while 80% of the people have recovered after testing positive for the disease. Here's a look now at the counties with the most cases reported today. Milwaukee and Waukesha both surpassing 100 cases in a day, while in our viewing area, counties with the most additional cases were Outagamie, Brown, and Winnebago. We have a full list of county-by-county results at WBAY.com.
15 Major League Baseball games involving 8 teams have been postponed due to coronavirus concerns, and that now includes the Milwaukee Brewers.
Today's Brewers home opener against the St. Louis Cardinals will not happen after 2 Cardinals players tested positive for COVID-19. We're now getting a chance to hear from the Brewers organization regarding the outbreak. Action 2 Sports' Bailey Burmaster is in Milwaukee with the very latest.
6 Major League Baseball teams are out of action on Friday due to the spread of COVID-19. The Brewers and Cardinals were added to the list after 2 St. Louis players tested positive on Thursday night.
We quickly set up Medical College of Wisconsin, Dr. Lotus and others, so that they are being tested at their team hotel now. And, Rob Manford, Dan Halem, the commissioner's office had done also tireless work to get their arms around this and respond.
The postponement comes after the outbreak within the Miami Marlins, who have had 20 positive tests. According to ESPN, MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred told the MLBPA if the sport doesn't do a better job of managing the coronavirus, it could shut down for the season.
How we all handle the coronavirus is a challenge, not only for baseball and finishing the season. It's a challenge for all of us. We've all had to change our lives.
It's a challenge that will remain until there's a vaccine for COVID-19. Change is inevitable during this pandemic. However, as of right now, opening day for the Brewers is set for Saturday at 6:10 against the Cardinals. Reporting at Miller Park, Bailey Burmaster, Action 2 Sports.
Thanks, Bailey. Today's postponement has been rescheduled for a doubleheader on Sunday starting at 1:10. Major League Baseball doubleheaders this year will be only 7 innings each. Sunday's Brewers doubleheader against the Cardinals will be the first ever at Miller Park. Green Bay man accused of the hit-and-run crash that killed 25-year-old Jordan Krebsky while he was riding his bicycle 2 weeks ago appeared in court today.
And we are now learning details of that and what may have caused the fatal crash. Brown County prosecutors have charged Joshua Yasha with hit and run resulting in death. In court documents obtained by Action 2 News, investigators say surveillance video and tips led them to Yasha's arrest. One tip saying he brought his car in to be repaired for a broken windshield after he said he hit a mailbox. Yasha told investigators he fell asleep at the wheel and thought initially it hit a road sign. He's being held on a $50,000 cash bond.
The Sheboygan County Police Department says one person has died after being hit by a car at a gas station parking lot this afternoon. The crash happened shortly after 1:30 at a Citgo gas station parking lot on the 600 block of South 14th Street in Sheboygan. They say the victim was an employee who was working. The cause of that crash is being investigated. They say the driver of the car has been fully cooperative. Brown County Sheriff's Office is asking for your help in finding an endangered missing man. The Sheriff's Office says 59-year-old Michael Boniface, who suffers from a traumatic brain injury and seizure disorder, is missing. Authorities say he was last seen in Alloway leaving Homes for Independent Living, a housing community for people with disabilities. They say he was walking to his daughter's house but never showed up. If you see him, the Sheriff's Office asks that you call 911.
Weather-wise, a comfortable, warm day across northeast Wisconsin today. Severe weather specialist Brad Speckwitz has a first weather check. Brad.
It is a beautiful summer day. We, of course, had some of those puffy white cumulus clouds, and we still have a few, but they will continue to clear on out here in the coming hours. Otherwise, temperatures right now, it is 81 at Wapaka. The rest of us are in the 70s, and the air even drier today than yesterday, so it's very comfortable. The dew points mostly in the 40s. So the bottom line on your evening, it's going to be very, very nice, very comfortable, very pleasant with a mostly clear sky. In fact, if you face south tonight, you might want to spot the moon, and to its left, the planet Jupiter, and to its left, the planet Saturn should be easy to spot. We'll talk a little bit more about your evening weather, but more importantly, your weekend weather, show you when you should expect some rain in your neighborhood. That's coming up in a couple of minutes.
Thank you much, Brad. More ahead here on Action 2 News at 6, including a string of vandalism incidents in Wapaka County.
Multiple Black Lives Matter signs defaced in Wapaka. Coming up next, we hear from the people who put up those signs. They say this does not help the conversation of racial injustice.